falling for your eyes, but they don't know me yet. And with a feeling I forget, I'm in love now. Kiss me like you wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. This feels like falling in love. Falling in love. Falling in love. Settle down with me, and I'll be your safety. You'll be my lady. I was made to keep your body warm, but I'm cold as the wind blows. So hold me in your arms. Oh no, my heart's against your chest. Your lips pressed to my neck. I'm falling for your eyes, but they don't know me yet. And with this feeling I'll forget, I'm in love now. Kiss me like you wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. This feels like falling in love. Falling in love. Falling in love.
Heartbeats fast, colors and promise. kind and understanding, to be thoughtful and considerate, fair and undemanding. A marriage is a promise to share one life together, a love-filled promise to be kept lovingly forever. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure to welcome you here to the Sauton Sands for this very special occasion, the marriage of David and Gail. They've come here today to declare their love and pledge their commitment to each other in matrimony. To this end, this place in which we are now all met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. If there's no one to be seated.
Thank you.
I was going to get all the guests to seat, but they've already sat. So who gives Gail's hand in marriage to Dave?
I do.
Lovely, thank you very much. If you'd like to take a seat then, please. And now I think it's appropriate that we have Jane come forward to present her reading, please.
Oh, no. Be kind.
Modern technology.
Yeah, there we go.
This is a story all about how I like up when turned upside down, and I like to take a minute to me, just don't go, and I'll tell you how Gail and Dave met all those years ago. Secret meetings, creative places led to eyes being raised and two red faces. Talk about a revolution, baby. With a jar full of hearts, she drives Dave crazy. It was soon clear to see that Dave and Gail were truly meant to be. Today, their affirmation of what stands strong, their hearts entwined is where they really do belong. Gail's relentless dedication to her life is elite in all ways. She will make the perfect wife. Having Gail as our lead is such a dream. I am proud to have met her and be part of the A-team. That's the A-team on foot and not the one on wheels. As a captain in both, so proud she feels. With her hungry eyes, she goes all out. But I wouldn't want her face in mine during a bout. When Mum was asked what springs to mind, thoughts of Gail were considerate, awesome and kind. In the words of her sister, one of the pairing, she is privileged to have her supportive and caring. A beautiful woman, as described by Dave, although others know her for being brave. From Gail's 3 children, Shan, Dec and T, it didn't take long for them to agree. A mum so kind-hearted and so strong, being forgetful is all she can do wrong. And of Buster, although he may not talk, he is so your dog, Dave, when he walks. And finally, a few marital tips. Never laugh at your wife's choices. You're one of them, Dave.
Yeah. I'll stop looking in the mirror.
But when a man loves a woman, just agree and behave. Although it takes two, you will always be in the wrong.
Yeah, of course.
And to make sure that your apologies don't take too long. But on a serious note, it must be love, 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 they say, which is why we are here today to share your perfect day.
Thank you.
Today, David and Gail have invited you here, family and friends, because you each share a special part in their lives. However long you have known them, you are here today with David and Gail at a significant point for their futures as they give their relationship the certainty that marriage provides. Not only will there be a change in their relationship with each other, but in their relationships with you all. As they go forward on the journey that will be their marriage, they will, I am certain, continue to appreciate your love and support. Whilst you will all have an opinion on what being married means, there are common factors to all marriages, chief of which are time, thought and effort. This ceremony today is the point where you, David, and you, Gail, have decided you now wish to continue your lives together and invest in that time, thought and effort. It is also the point where the rest of the world recognises you are formally committing yourselves to each other and want to proceed through life together. Now, in order for me to proceed, I need to formally identify you both, please. So, David, can you please tell me your full name?
David Stephen Wayne.
And Gail, can you please tell me your full name?
Gail Helen Jago.
Now, we're gathered here today on this special occasion to witness the marriage of David and Gail. Marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. If there is any person here present who knows of any legal reason why they should not now be joined together in matrimony, it should be declared now. That was your final opportunity. Now, having conferred with your guests that it is in order for me to proceed, I need now you both to declare if you know of any legal reason why you should not now be married to each other. So, David, can you please repeat after me? I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, David Stephen Webman,
why I, David Stephen Wayne,
may not be joined in
may
matrimony
not be joined in matrimony
to Gail Helen Jacob.
to Gail Helen.
And I call upon these persons here present
And I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, David Stephen Webman,
to witness that I, David Stephen Wayne,
take you, Gail Helen Jago,
take you, Gail Helen Jago,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Now, Gail, can you please repeat after me? I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Gail Helen Jago,
why I, Gail Helen Jago,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to David Stephen Webman.
to David Stephen Wayne.
And I call upon these persons here present
And I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Gail Helen Jago,
to witness that I, Gail Helen Jago,
take you, David Stephen Webman,
take you, David Stephen Wayne,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
From today, your marriage will be the secure place you return to after the daily stresses of the world around you. It will be the source of strength and confidence to encourage you to strive for your ambitions. It will be friendship and closeness, comfort and acceptance. It will be new experiences and achievements together. Marriage requires time. Make time for each other's needs in your own busy schedules and then appreciate what each of you are doing and need. Listen to each other's successes, stresses and disappointments are encountered on a daily basis. These moments are precious and will cement the partnership that you're confirming today. Whilst a partnership needs openness and honesty, it sometimes also needs patience, tolerance and understanding. The ability not to say something or to choose your moment thoughtfully. Forgive without bearing a grudge and be able to put the needs of the other before your own. From now on, live each day as though it was as special as today, your wedding day, wanting to love each other with all your heart, mind, soul and body, sharing your innermost secrets together. Now, I've done with the lecture, and we've come to what I term the romantic bit, so I need you to turn and face each other. If you'd like to give your bouquet to a deserving. On this, your special day, at this moment in time, you are now holding the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you. They hold yours on this, your wedding day, as you promise to love and respect one another always. These hands will work alongside yours as together you build your futures. These hands will love you, cherish you through all the years ahead, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no others and give you the strength when you need it. These are the hands that from now on will be reaching for yours, with just the lightest touch will let you know that you are loved. From now on, this simple action will be the constant reminder of today and the commitment you are now making to each other. And now at this point, we'd like Sharon to present her reading, please. Glad to see we reverted to original technology.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing, it's fine. Or hum. Okay, thanks. When Gail and Dave asked me to choose a reading for their wedding, I thought the best choice would be a beautiful passage from literature. I figured that there's nothing I could say about love or marriage that others haven't already said more wisely and far more elegantly than I ever could manage. So I did what any good educated person would do. I googled wedding readings for my sister. Some of the readings that I found were as timeless and wise as one would expect. For example, Victor Hugo's extract from Les Miserables states, "You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. The great acts of love are done by those who are habitually performing small acts of kindness. We pardon to the extent that we love. Love is knowing that even when you are alone, you will never be lonely again." However, those who know Gail and Dave will also know that theirs is not a relationship to liken to an abstract from Les Miserables. So I searched for non-traditional, non-religious readings and found one by Mally Taylor titled "Falling in Love is Like Owning a Dog." One passage reads, "On cold winter nights, love is warm. It lies between you and lives and breathes and makes funny noises. Love can wake you up at all hours of the night with its needs." It goes on. However, I couldn't choose this for two reasons. Firstly, many of you now might be imagining my sister and brother-in-law in bed making funny noises. And secondly, as it is her wedding day, I could not imply that my sister is in any way, shape or form dog-like, even if Dave is very fond of Buster. Robert Fulgham wrote, "We are all a little weird, and life is a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall mutually into satisfying weirdness and call it love, true love." This one certainly seemed a lot more appropriate for Gail and Dave. But is it really appropriate to call her weird on her wedding day? The one that came closest to winning was some advice for Dave, which I've adapted from the lyrics of two very famous British poets, John Lennon and Paul McCartney. We can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still you think that it's all right. Try to see it her way. Only time will tell if you are right or if you're wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that you might fall apart before too long. Ultimately, though, I realised that I couldn't choose just one pre-written reading. It just felt wrong to choose a reading for Gail and Dave's wedding that has been used at countless other weddings. Gail and Dave are originals. They deserve an original wedding. Most of you sitting out there know a lot more about love and marriage than I do. But I do know that in spite of what some famous old readings say, it is impossible to perfectly define what love is, or what marriage is, or how to keep them strong. The definition is different for each couple. Gail and Dave, this is your relationship, your wedding, your marriage and your life. You have the amazing good fortune to find one another, and now you get to define what love and marriage will personally mean to you. This will be one of your greatest tasks and greatest adventures. Your married life will be uniquely yours. No one else has ever had that particular life, and no one else ever will. Make it loving, make it wild, make it joyful, make it exciting, and make it last.
Thank you. Now, David and Gail, before you're joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you're about to make. So, David, as you take Gail to be your wife, will you share your life with her, and do you promise that you will love, comfort, honour and protect her, forsaking all others, and be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And Gail, as you take David to be your husband, will you share your life with him, and do you promise that you will love, comfort, honour and protect him, forsaking all others, and be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Now, with those correct responses, we can proceed to the part of the ceremony where you'll make your vows of marriage and contract your marriage to each other, and this is symbolised by the giving and receiving of a ring. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle with no beginning or end, which symbolises unending and everlasting love. Whilst your rings have a specific material value, they are made much more precious by your wearing of them, so they should be worn with pride as the outward sign to the world of the lifelong promises that you are now making to each other. So Kevin, please, if we could have Gail's ring. If you take the ring now, David, please, place place it halfway along third finger, Gail's left arm. And just hold it there, please, and say these words to Gail. Gail, I give you this ring.
Gail, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage,
as a sign of our marriage,
and as a token of my love,
and as a token of my love,
to love and to be together,
to love and to be together
for the rest of our lives.
for the rest of our lives.
And now, David, you have some personal words you wish to say to. It does require 3 hands.
It does, yeah. I love you because you make me proud, because you are adventurous and happy. You are a dream I never dreamed would come true. And I love you because you make me say, yes we can, yes I want to, and yes I do.
And if you could conclude by saying, I promise this to you today,
I promise this to you today,
tomorrow,
and
forever.
forever.
You've put the ring on, please. Now could we have David's ring for Gail?
There's another one.
Shall I take one?
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay. And if you do the same, Gail, halfway along third finger, left hand, just hold it there, please, and say these words to David. David, I give you this ring
David, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage,
as a sign of our marriage,
and as a token of my love,
and as a token of my love,
to love and to be together
to love and to be together
for the rest of our lives.
for the rest of our lives.
And now you have some personal words you wish to say to David.
I give you my heart, my promise that I will walk with you hand in hand wherever our journey leads us, living, learning, loving together forever.
Thank you.
And if you conclude by saying, I promise this to you today,
I promise this to you today,
tomorrow,
and
forever. These rings will now be the physical symbols of your love and commitment to each other, and the reminders of the vows that you have taken and the promises that have been made. So, David and Gail, by the holding of hands, the giving and receiving of a ring, and having made the declarations of marriage and a solemn and binding contract with each other in Angela's and my presence, and in the presence of your family and friends gathered here today as your witnesses, I'm extremely pleased to announce that you are now husband and wife. David, would you like to give your wife a great big kiss?
I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm now going to pass it across to Angela for the sign and register.
Does she look good?
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Oh, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a
Ladies and
mess,
gentlemen, just a few more words to conclude the ceremony. And what I'd like to do is just present to Gail and David just a very short reading, which I'm sure I'm reading on behalf of your This is our way to tell you what thoughts come to mind as you join hands together and smile, for you're both special, a lovely couple whose love grows all the while. This is our way to tell you, now you've both made your pledges and vows. At this moment, no couple of people could be wished with more love or more joy than we're all wishing you now. Thank you very much. David and Gail, today you've made a special and binding commitment to each other and made promises that will take the rest of your lives to fulfill. On your journey together, remember to hold hands, be kind to each other and say I love you often. I've one last pleasant duty to perform, which is to present you with your marriage certificates. Very important document, so please look after
I'll keep hold of that.
But more importantly, look after each other. So on behalf of Ranger and myself, may wish you all the best for your future lives together. Congratulations. That's it. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? As I present to you, Mr. and Mrs. Webber.
Listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. No, no, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, or barefoot on the grass, or listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight. Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. And it's the only thing that I know. I swear it will get easier. Remember that with every piece of you. And it's the only thing we take with us when we die. We keep this love in its photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts so you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. And if you hurt me, that's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. Wait for me to come home. 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 Oh, you can feel me inside the kiss you got when you were 16. Next to the heart that I should be. Keep me deep within your soul. And if you hurt me, well that's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. When I'm away.
It was a very proud moment for me when I joined the family and inherited 3 great children. So with Simon, my family was complete. I'm very proud of you, Gail. This is a proud moment for me to be giving you away today. I won't tell you any jokes. You will be glad to hear. Even the grandkids think they're rubbish. So I would like you to propose. So I would like to propose a toast to Gail and Dave.
Ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for the groom, Mr. David Wendon.
Thank everyone for coming. Absolutely superb. You made it day. Brilliant. For those of you I don't really know that much of, it's unbelievable that you've all come and travelled so far. Melanie from Leeds. Jordan, sorry, Melanie and Jordan. My sister, Lorraine from Colchester. Yeah, she's over there. Yeah. Nigel, Teresa from Andover. And Sharon. Thank you. Anyway, James Peterborough. That's the other one, yeah. I am under pressure. We could be in a while. Simon from Germany. Anyway, it's a great honour for me to see everyone. It's very overwhelming. I'm very choked up actually. I'd like to say thank you to the bridesmaids, wherever they are. I've 2 down here, and Ruby and Sharon. I think that was absolutely fantastic. It was beautiful. Well done. Mum-in-law didn't turn out bad either. I've got to get that in. And I'd like to thank Morris for that little speech.
A pleasure.
And Kev is going to be taking most of the flack in a minute. Well, it's been a long time coming. We've known each other for a long time. But it just felt right that we should get married now. I love her to bits. She's an absolute darling. She's always looked after me. She's a complete stalwart. She do anything she has to help anyone. And I am very, very proud of her. More than I can probably say. And I haven't really got much more to say. Oh yes, flowers. Forgive me. These are for you, Pamela.
Thank you very much.
I can't see that.
Thank you, everyone. I've got some people from work as well, so thanks for coming. Yeah, and of course, and the roll. Thank you ever so much. You've really made our day. So please enjoy the rest of it. Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you the best man, Mr. Kevin Jago.
Firstly, I would like to say what an honour it is to be a best man. But then I've realised that I had to organise a stag do. It wasn't an easy task actually. See, the issue is, Dave will always tell you he does not drink. So, we did manage to organise a stag do, and we were off to Butlins. And that was the weekend. Now, they say what goes on tour stays on tour. Us as a group of lads agreed that we'd share all our photographs on Facebook amongst ourselves and no one else. Sadly, Dave doesn't do Facebook. So I thought, what better opportunity to show Dave these photos than here today? I hope you can see that. That's Friday night with Dave not drinking. It started off a little bit mild. Dave was quite generous actually. Me and Mark B had a few drinks. Dave bought us a few shots. Things got quite messy actually. It wasn't until the next day that we found out that that was actually lemonade. And it was me and Mark that were drinking the shots. Saturday night came and we got our own back. Don't drink Dave did drink. And drink. And drink. Hopefully you can see that. That's Dave in his gimp mask. Now we set him up a little bit and he had a bit of a list to complete. Not all bad, as you can see. Sorry, Gail. It's safe to say he actually had a good night. He got involved and managed to complete all but one of the tasks. Dave, you were a Butlins legend for us. And on behalf of me and the lads, we've got to do the momentum of that weekend. A little bit of advice is sit down and just a little moment. Thank you. No worries. As a family, I guess we've managed to holiday together quite often. So I asked the kids, what's the fondest memory that you have of our holidays together? And they said, Heathridge Farm. I don't know if you can see the photographs that well, but there's some horses there, there's swimming pool. So I said, was it the horse rides, guys? Yeah, it wasn't the horse rides. Was it the swimming pool? Fantastic slide. No. Ben, what was it?
When Dave had a little bit too much to drink and decided that Gail and Mum were witches.
So, me, Gail, Sharon, Dave, we had quite a few nights out together. One that I remember quite clearly wasn't the night out, but the trip home. Pam was kind enough to offer to give us a lift back. Me, Sharon, Dave, Gail, we're all in the car together and all a little bit drunk. Dave proceeded to tell Pam exactly what he was going to do to her daughter that night. I can't repeat what he said to one of the All I can say, Dave, is it was too much information. Too much. So now to talk about the love of Dave's life. Oh, sorry, wrong picture. And yes, Gail does have to sit in the back. Now, when we got our dog Oscar, Dave came round and gave me some sound advice. Don't let him sit on the sofa. Don't let him go up the stairs. And whatever you do, don't let him in the bedroom. Well, on the stairs and in their bed. But master actually decides who sleeps where in the bed. Dave, you're a soft touch. So Dave, you've actually joined quite a large family. So much so that there will always be 3 in your marriage.
Yeah.
You, Gail, and Sharon. Gail and Sharon are inseparable. And Dave, Sharon will know absolutely everything. Welcome to my world. So at Butlins, one of the games that we played was Mr. and Mrs. We had to ask Dave a few questions. What's Gail's favourite fruit? What's a fantasy? Favourite position? Dream holiday? Now, the rules of the game were simple. For every question that Dave got wrong, he had to take a shot. For every one that he got right, we had to take a shot. I'm not going to tell you the answers to some of those questions, but what I would say is that had we not thought of those answers, Dave would have been the only one sober. Not only did he get most of them right, but he got some of them word for word. Dave, it's quite clear that you know Gail well, and you actually put the rest of us to shame. At this point, it is a tradition for the best man to offer some marital advice. Mine's real simple. Talk. Talk to each other, keep talking to each other, and when you've done that, talk some more. The misunderstandings only happen when you don't. Ladies and gentlemen, I've watched as Gail has grown to the amazing lady that she is today. She has achieved so much, has a great family with 3 fantastic children, she has a great career and amazing respect from everybody in the Derby team. I just wanted to say that Dave has been there every step of the way. You've done an awesome job, Dave. Brilliant. To finish, I asked a few people for some words to describe them. Things that came back were, for Dave, a solid guy, a reliable guy, a father figure, big brother, and a gentle client. For Gail, beautiful, kind, caring, considerate, and confident. I think you both make a perfect match. My advice to you guys is for a long and happy marriage, just keep doing what you're doing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I'd like to end with a toast to the bride and groom.
Thank you, everyone.
Tell me that you turned down the man who asked for your hand, 'cause you're waiting for me. And I know you're gonna be away a while, but I've got no plans at all to leave. And would you take away my hopes and dreams and just stay with me? Ooh, my senses come to life while I'm stumbling home, as drunk as I have ever been, and I'll never leave again, 'cause you are the only one, and all my friends have gone to find another place to let their hearts collide. Just promise me you'll always be a friend, 'cause you are the only one. Take my hand and my heart and soul, I will only have these eyes for you. And you know everything changes, but we'll be strangers if we see this through. Or just stay with me. Oh Lord, now all my senses come to life while I'm stumbling home, as drunk as I have ever been, and I'll never leave again, 'cause you are the only one, and all my friends have gone to find while I'm stumbling home, as as drunk as I have ever been, and I'll never leave again. 'Cause you are the only one, and all my friends have gone to find another place to let their hearts collide. Just promise me you'll always be a friend, 'cause you are the only one. She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance. I met her on Grafton Street, inside the bar. She shared a cigarette with me while her brother played the guitar. Chatted some more, drink at the bar, then put on the jukebox, got up to dancing. And she played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance with my pretty little Galway girl. You're my pretty little Galway girl. Hey. You know she beat me at darts and then she beat me at pool, and then she kissed me like there was nobody else in the room. As last orders were called was when she stood on the stool, after dancing to Kaylee singing to trad tunes. I never heard Carrickfergus ever sung so sweet. A cappella in the bar using her feet for a beat. Oh, I could have that voice playing on repeat for a week. And in this packed out room where she was singing to me. You know she played her fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance, my pretty little Galway girl. My Galway girl. My Galway girl. My Galway girl. Tell me that you want me, and I'll be yours completely, for better or for worse. I know we'll have our disagreements, be fighting for no reason. I wouldn't change it for the world. 'Cause I knew the first day that I met you, I was never gonna let you slip away. And I still remember feeling nervous, trying to find the words to get you here today.